Shows we're up.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. We're here for a regular meeting of the Hunt County Commissioners Court. At this time, I will call the meeting to order and ask Commissioner Martin to lead us in prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flags.
Shall we bow? Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for allowing us to come here and take care of county business. We ask you to continue protecting this great country that we live in. In Christ's name, we ask all these things. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state,
under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you all. Today we have Commissioner Hutchins, Monroe, Martin, and Harrison present. I'm Judge Stovall presiding over the meeting. Commissioners, you have the minutes from the February 27th, 2024 regular session. Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. This time we'll have public testimony. Speakers are limited to 3 minutes and should conduct themselves in a civil manner. The Commissioners Court cannot take action on items not listed on the agenda in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Concerns will be addressed by county staff. They may be placed on future agendas or addressed by some of the course of response. Jason Crode.
You know, I built my home in 2013. By 2014, they had built another 6 or 7 homes on my street. I was the 4th resident on my street. The prior 3 do not live on the street. Nobody has seen what the builder has done with the water moving it around. But by October of 2014, I was so annoyed with what the builder was doing, I retained Ken Black, and I went after the builder myself, alleviating the problem and the flooding on my driveway that I had, because when people blow me off, I get annoyed, okay? I'm here today because I'm annoyed. I've been reaching out for years and years. Stovall, you had asked the county attorney if you could respond. He said, as long as you're not argumentative, keep it to fact, then you retained a minute and a half to be argumentative. You stated that the only thing that you've heard from me is that I'm tired of driving through the water that's flooded on my street, which I am. 2013, not by luck, was I gifted a home. I worked hard for my home. Over the last 11 years, I've worked hard to create a future for my family. I'm self-employed now. I have developed my property. I have built a shop. My property floods as bad as everyone else's. If you look at pictures that I've tried to provide to this court, my barn's in the middle of a bunch of water that stands 6 inches deep. It gets within 3 inches of flooding my building, okay? Now, I'm not here crying and whining about that. What I'm asking is that you, the county, retains the road. The road is flooded. The road does not drain. It puddles at the stop sign, 15 feet across, 20 feet across the road, 6 inches deep. I drive through it for 3 months in the spring, and I drive through it for 3 months in the fall. Okay, so if you're listening to one thing out of the last things out for the 4 years that I've asked of you, if you've listened to one thing, you're responsible for the road upkeep. You're responsible for getting the puddling of the water off my street. You're responsible for making sure the culverts that run underneath the street aren't flooding and causing major issues down the street while you, 1, ignore the pumping, 2, push off code for water ordinance in the county. 3, the irony in all of this is if we had any basic water code in the county, none of us would be talking about this here today, because 13 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, hell, today, anybody that wanted to do anything with standing surface water in this county would have to have permission from this court and many other officials in this county. So you can keep blowing me off, but in May, I came in asking for water ordinance. I was kind. I had stated why I felt water ordinance is important, which it is. 2, I'm telling you today, I'm tired of driving through the water. I've been driving through it for 4 years. I spend $2,000 a month between work vehicles, personal vehicles. I have classic cars that are bought and paid for. I pay $900 a month in auto insurance to drive through a puddle of water on my street that the county should be maintaining the road and digging out the ditch. The water does not drain from my street. So if you want to start addressing any problems that I might have, one is that you take care of the road and you get the water off the street.
Mark White?
Well, I'm probably going to be a lot more cordial.
That's why you get to go second.
Luck of the draw.
So good morning, Your Honor and distinguished commissioners. I want to thank you for your time this morning. Two-term Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm." Well, the Meriden Corporation effort hasn't exactly been a failure, but it certainly has been delayed, that's for sure. And although there are many delays involved, we have not lost enthusiasm or momentum. In fact, everywhere I go, people go, "How's it going? Where are we at? What's the status?" So we are moving quickly as we can. So we'll continue to give you guys updates on the progress. And as soon as we get anything, you guys will be absolutely aware of it as soon as possible. So anyway, just want to thank you again for your support. Really appreciate all you do for our community and our county, regardless of what other people might say. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to speak? None, I'll close the public testimony. Old business, action items A, number 1, MOU with L3 Harris regarding radio communication systems. Daniel?
All right, this is the one we talked about a couple of weeks ago. Basically, since the last meeting, I have been in contact with L3's attorney and sent her the suggestions from Barry Black, our radio consultant. L3 has accepted those changes and the proposed additional items. The two big changes are on the very last page of the 7 pages, the last 2 cells there. Basically, UAS is the database, and we talked about the reasons why it was important that the county be able to maintain its part of the database. They understood and agreed, so that they are the responsible party. That's why the X is under them, but the county can maintain its portion. We just need, whoever does that is going to need to go to their facility here in Greenville because it's on a secured system. And then the last change, the version I handed out 2 weeks ago didn't have any X's on the very last item, the user fees. We added an X under Hunt County because the county will be responsible if it does end up charging any other users to be on that system. But there's not going to be any fees that go to the county other than what's in our contract that was approved a couple of years ago. Otherwise, this is exactly the same agreement, just with the addition of the changes made by Barry Black as the one that we looked at a couple of weeks ago. What this does is basically goes over the mutual aid agreement that we have with L3 and talks about who's responsible for maintenance. So they maintain their equipment, Hunt County maintains its equipment. Otherwise, this is exactly the same as what we've previously talked about.
Okay, any questions?
Daniel, as far as access goes, will we be able to access the system 24/7? How is that going to work?
Would you repeat that question?
Will we be able to access the system?
If there's an emergency, then yes. What we're talking about here is general maintenance, so that's going to be done only during business hours, because those people are going to have to go through security, make sure that they're American citizens, and pass their background check, which they do 1 year at a time. So once you pass that background check and are given access to the security portion of the facility, where the actual security office is, that access lasts for a year. But they have to be American citizens. That's not in here, but it's a requirement for sure.
Yeah.
It's another good plus for having it out there is how secured it is to get to it.
Yeah. I have to go through security every time I go out there for negotiating any contract. Every single visitor does. So.
All right, any other questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 6, new business consent calendar. Commissioners, you have the consent calendar. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. B, action items, approval of accounts payable.
Make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second.
Got a motion and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We don't have any line item transfers, approval of budget amendments.
Make a motion to approve budget amendments.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Approval of payroll and personnel.
Make a motion, we approve payroll and personnel. Second.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item number 1, the treasurer's monthly report for January 2024. Commissioners, you have that in your packet. You had time to review it. I'd entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 2, a request from the county attorney's office to donate $650 to Hunt County Children's Advocacy Center annual Strikes for Tax bowling tournament. Entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action item 3, quarterly report for the City of Commerce Animal Shelter.
Make a motion to approve this report.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're going to skip 4 and 5 till after executive session. Action item number 6, the request seeking permission from Hunt County to cross County Road 4618 with the Lake Ralph Hall pipeline. Karsten's Construction, Inc. will be crossing the road following the attached construction details. The access road will be rerouted during the utility crossing utilizing proper TxDOT detour signage. The contractor will notify the residents of the lane closures in advance in Precinct 4 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 7, the request seeking permission from Hunt County to cross County Road 4825 with the Lake Ralph Hall pipeline. Karstensen Construction, Inc. will be crossing the road following the attached construction details. The access road will be rerouted during the utility crossing utilizing proper TxDOT detour signage. The contractor will notify the residents of the lane closures in advance in Precinct 4 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 8, the request seeking permission for Hunt County to cross County Road 4826 with the Ralph Hall pipeline. Karstensen Construction, Inc. will be crossing the road following the attached construction details. The access road will be rerouted during the utility crossing utilizing proper TxDOT detour signage. The contractor will notify the residents of the lane closures in advance in, in Precinct 4 under normal stipulations.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 9, widening the road 9 feet for approximately 1,011 feet of County Road 4505 of rocked oil sand in Precinct 4. Money is in escrow.
Money is in escrow, and I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 10, the replat of lots 7 and 8, Block 1 of Howell Addition. Brian, you want to brief us?
Okay, this is a replat. Evidently someone built a building that was over the property line, so they are adjusting the property line so that the building's all on one lot. Pretty simple. Frontage didn't change, just moved the one line to dodge the building, so.
Have you found it where they've already conveyed the track or?
I have not found a document where they've conveyed the track. They said that there was money exchanged for the track. but I think it was probably a neighbor-to-neighbor deal. So there's not been an actual conveyance through the clerk's office.
Well, Daniel, the change in the plat won't change the ownership of the land. So they're gonna have to deed something to, so are we in trouble if that's not done prior to approving this, or do we need to approve it conditioned on them proving they've done that title transfer?
Yep.
Was there any other contingencies on it? Is that it?
No, that's the thing.
In reference to this, we're not changing or moving a property, we don't have to have a public hearing on it, do we?
It's still a replat of a recorded document.
It's considered a replat, that's what I'm
We do
asking.
have to have a public hearing then,
Yes.
correct or not? It's a replat.
It's a replat, yes.
Yes.
It's not on here, public hearing, but
Okay. All right. At this time, I'll open it up to public comments. Anybody here wishing to speak for or against the replat of Lot 7 and 8, Block 1 of Howell Edition, please come forward and state your name. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, I would entertain a motion for approval, subject to or conditioned on being proof of title transfer of the property in question.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 11, the construction plans for Quinlan RV Park in Precinct 2.
Okay, this is a big RV park down on 276, kind of out towards Rockwall County. Plans have been through the review process and we're up to snuff. You should have a letter in there from the reviewing engineer.
124 lot, that's what it looks like, Brian?
Yes, sir.
Anybody got questions?
What size are the roads?
Well, it's not a.
They confirmed to our,
The roads meet our short-term rental standards, so they'll be 28 feet wide. It's for an RV park.
So they on the site plan, they haven't revised it like they're intending to?
Correct. They are, if you'll notice on the site plan there, it shows that there's a third lot down there on 276, and they are doing away with that small lot. There'll be two large tracts that are 10 and some change acres or 11 and some change acres each. So they were intending to divide it, and if you'll notice, the next item on the agenda is the final plat, and that's coming off. They're not going to plat it, so.
Yeah, Commissioners, Brian, and when Brian was reviewing it and we were going over it, they had, the way it's drawn now, they had an access easement really to cover all of this instead of a dedicated street or anything.
Right.
And really didn't have the required frontage the way it was being represented here.
Correct.
And they were reserving that other smaller tract for future commercial. And I had Brian talk to him, make sure that, I didn't like that access only of that easement and not having the road frontage for that, because they could sell that off and then there could be a mess out there. So what they chose to do for now is to pull it out and just make it two lots.
The two lots will have ample road frontage. If they do any development in the future, anything commercial along the highway frontage there, then they will just do it on one of the existing tracks.
And they can replat it or just
Or they'll
use
have
it as
to-
part of the ownership of it. But now if they were to sell one piece off or the other, then they've still got public access. So we don't have to worry about any of that, so,
they do meet our specifications.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I appreciate what they did there, because I thought that was I would just open it up to some other problems, I thought, so.
I agree. It's not like a city where we can
Yeah.
require a development plat that dedicates fire lanes and things such as that, so.
All right, Commissioners, got any other questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
Second.
Got a motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 12, the final plat for Quinlan RV Park in Precinct 2.
They're going to strike that one.
They're going to strike it totally. So they're going to be over 10 acres, is that what,
It'll be over 10 acres.
so they don't have to plat? Okay.
Correct.
Number 13, construction plans for Sundance Edition in Precinct 4.
All right, this is a nice subdivision that's going in, that will go in up kind of northeast of Campbell there. Y'all know how I love to see that part of the world getting some love. So,
Backyard.
but pretty nice subdivision. This is the plans that they've gone through the review process, and they meet all county standards, and there's a letter in there from the engineer.
All right, any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, the final plat for Sundance Edition in Precinct 4.
And this is the final plat to go along with the construction plans. Of course, this will not be recorded until construction of the road and infrastructure is all completed. But as you know, a lot of the developers like to go ahead and run the final plat through so that at the end of it, they can get the plat signed and move forward. They don't have to wait on it.
So we'll accept the streets and get a bond, and then we'll record the plat.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. Any questions? Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Action number 15, the final plat of Max Ashley Edition, an addition in Precinct 4.
Simple one-lot plat. It's on a corner. The plat that I sent through for review does not show a corner clip on it. There's going to be a corner clip at the intersection of the road where that property line after the 30-foot dedication still got real close to the edge of pavement. So they're doing a 30 by 30 corner clip on it just to make sure that we have ample
Visibility.
space to maintain the ditch and maintain the road, so.
All right, entertain a motion for approval conditioned on a 30 by 30 clip at the corner of, what roads was it?
Oh, boy. 4301 and some other road. 4302.
Okay, at the corner of 4302 and 4303, correct?
01.
01, okay. 01 and 02, all right. Entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion, second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Anything else we need to take care of right now? If not, I entertain a motion to adjourn into executive session under items 1 through 4.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll go into executive session at 10:23. Thank y'all. Oh, yeah, that's going to be, LB, yes, it's an executive session. He just wants to tell what he did to change.
See you, Mark.
Changed the letter up and made it into a contract or whatever. No, you're welcome to come. I would be talking about other things, but I don't know that there's any money situations. Okay, we'll be sure and get you that.
Judge, are we going back there or here?
here we go.
Shows we're back up.
All right, it's 11:43. We're back in regular session. Commissioners, we'll take up item number 4. After a public hearing and discussion, consider approval and execution of a construction contract with either Sabre Communications or Newcomb Solutions for construction of radio tower for the CCS, I guess that's Combined Consumer Special Utility District Quinlan Water Tower location as part of the P25 public radio program per the respective negotiated agreements in response to the tower construction RFP. This time I'll open it up to a public hearing. Anybody wishing to speak for or against this item, please come forward and state your name and address. Is there anybody on the line, Daniel?
No, there's not.
Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, I entertain a motion to approve Sabre Communications with the option for the alternate tower.
So move.
Second.
Okay. Got a motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? I guess we need to make note that Mark Hutchins is no longer in the court for that vote, and he's not here for any other actions of the court. Action number 5, amend court action on 18-421 consultant agreement with LB Vestal. Commissioners, I need a motion to approve the amended service agreement 18-421 per IRS
Mileage rate.
mileage rate, what is it, mileage rate, and be retroactive to the written, to the initial approval. And that, yeah, that's all we have to do on that one, yeah.
So moved.
Whatever I said. Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. Becky, I hope you got all that. Okay, so I entertain a motion to approve the distribution of $2,904 to the Civil Air Patrol for fuel to be in the air to help guide us through the solar eclipse, to update us on traffic reports and all, and it will pay for this out of contingency.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. Then entertain a motion to approve the order granting the discretionary exemption to the competitive bidding requirements of Section 262 of the Texas Local Government Code for the items purchased for the construction of the P25 public radio system and setting the effective date. And Commissioners, I entertain a motion to approve the order.
So moved. Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. I entertain a motion for the approval to accept Luckett Crane Services bid of a total of $69,052.50. I think that's a not to exceed number, but for a total amount of that.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. Is there anything else before the court? Being none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed, motion carries. We're adjourned at 11:48. Thank you.